Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday morning, 17th of May. Beautiful sunny day. I'm Bob Turner, and this is the Live 365 that I've done for now 507 days in a row, which means that's about 2,000 cups of coffee. Wow. Didn't realize that. Do the math, right? How you guys doing? Welcome in. Yeah, good to see you. You guys watching on the rewind, let me know if you got something out of it when it's all said and done. Maybe share it, tag somebody in it, send it to somebody who needs to see it, what have you and whatnot. So, had a good day yesterday. Got Wendy into the tractor. She took off on that and mowed about half the field. And then we switched up and she did the other stuff on the smaller one and I finished the field. So tag team mowing yesterday. Yeah. So good stuff. I got the mailbox post in finally. I made a big pressure treated thingamajig. The mail lady came by when we were doing it. She said, "Man, that's the Taj Mahal of mailbox posts." We tried to follow the guidelines from mounting a mailbox of setting up a post, but in looking at everyone else's down the street, I think we'll be okay. We got 5-gallon buckets. You got one hooked to a bicycle. We're okay. I think she'll deliver. So we met the postmaster yesterday. We had a few things already shipped into Sherman, and we don't even have a mailing address there yet. So that was cool to pick up some things there. Jess Novak is the first one in today. Good morning. Good morning and welcome in on the 17th of May. Beautiful sunny day. Not a cloud in the sky here. Hopefully we'll get good mountain views today. Today I'm going to wrestle with the Cablura, C-A-B-L-U-R-A, wire railing system for the deck. So it's one of those wire systems where you don't have to crimp the cables. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works. And I'll report back and let you know tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have photos of a finished up deck that way. Paul Tarasuka, good morning. Good morning, Rachel Berlin. How are you? What's up, party people? Yeah, we did the mailbox, put about 120 pounds of Quikrete in the hole. Right from the first shovel into the ground, Wendy was like, "You think that's deep enough?" Like, no. We got down about 17 inches. She goes, "That's like 3 feet." And I said, "No, I'm going to keep going." We got to, I think, 30 or 32 inches finally. And I said, "Well, that's going to be it." It's deep enough. So, and if they break that mailbox post off, it's going to have to be with a big plow. But who knows? Anyway, so it's in. We're ready to go. The numbers are on. And yeah, we had a good day. Just continuing to find new treasures in the lawn and the tall grass. I found out near the dog kennels yesterday. I found this big, like, not silver, but silver colored serving spoon while I was weed whacking like a big. What are you doing? So I threw that out by the fence posts that we have stacked up. Found a rock with the mower. That was fun. So anyway, Dad stopped by for a visit on his way back downstate. And so got to show him the progress of things. Lee Frisbee is here this morning. Good morning, Tim Kasperzak. Yeah, good to see you guys. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you're doing something decent today, something worthwhile. Joe Spack, 1969 Dodge Charger. I have dibs. I don't know, Joe. My brother Rick and I might wrestle you for that one. Real talk. Get me a 69 Dodge Charger and we'll do it up like the Dukes with the horn and everything. So yeah, for sure. I'm waiting. We got a little bit more interior demo to do. So I'm waiting for that bag of money to fall out of the ceiling, but I haven't seen it yet. So we did get the windows ordered. We ordered 5 windows, 2 for the master, 2 for the guest, 1 for the bathroom, eliminating a couple of windows, moving things around. So I'm super excited about getting into that vinyl siding. Got me a little zip tool yesterday. So Good times, yeah. And I got to wrestle with the vinyl around the deck the other day too. So making it, all the flashing and the J channel and all that fun, good stuff. Real blast there. Laying on my stomach, trying to cut. You get the utility knife and the snippers and all that stuff. Trying to put in a roofing nail in this J channel and ting. The pain. So good morning, Andrea. What's happening? Yeah. Good to see you. So yeah, we have a neighbor. I haven't met them yet. Seem like great people. I've been told they are. And he came home with this big mower thing yesterday you put on the front end of a skid steer. So he's out there mowing his field with a skid steer on tracks with this thing looks 8 feet long. It looks like just this big mulcher thing. Pretty awesome. So I think he and I are going to get along just fine. So yeah, Mark Banka, good to see you, buddy. Jameson Griffin is here and Elizabeth from Natchez. How are you? Good to see you guys. Yeah. Good morning. Yeah, Mark, I hope you're feeling good. I hope Vegas was good. Nash Vegas, that is, right? Yeah. So good to see you guys. We got a good day lined up today. We realized yesterday we haven't really taken a day off since we bought the house. So we're actually 2 days before we bought the house when we got kind of got control of it and started messing around with things. So that was April 22nd or so. So we're coming on a month here of literally every day over there, all day, every day. Very few times have we just kind of said, well, I don't have any more gas in the tank. But there's always something to do. And some days we have things to do that are on the list, but then we're like, Wendy's like, what are you doing today? I said, I'm just going to do something I want to do, So when you got a low gas tank, just pick something that's more like, I don't know. I think I want to do this. So I'm hoping to get those chairs sanded up and put the Thompson's water seal to those and get that off the list. We got to get back to the demo inside to keep things moving along. So we ordered a new front door. And we've got them working up a quote on the new door out the back living room, which shows the view of the mountain. So that's not going to be cheap. That's a 9-footer. And then we got to do some things over in what we're calling the dining room. So, and that's a 4-panel job. So we're going to switch that up, maybe do 1 door and 3 windows or a slider and 2 windows, something like that. So anyway, things moving all the time. So anyway, hopefully we've mixed our last batch of concrete for a while. You guys will be happy to know we got a wheelbarrow and a shovel this time, so I didn't have to mix it with a piece of wood. And it was kind of high up, so I had to spell Wendy a little bit on that. I actually had to do a little mixing myself. Just kidding. So we've been talking about getting dangerous. I guess it was an MMA fight last night or whatever. Ronda Rousey. I don't know. I didn't follow, but Nash Vegas was awesome. Heading out to Minnesota and a tour of the Anderson door and window plant tomorrow. That's cool. That's awesome, Mark. That's gonna be fun. You going by yourself, or is Michelle going? Or are you bringing one of your guys? That'll be fun. So, yeah, we've been talking about getting dangerous, right? And not in a reckless way, just more of a capable way, being a force to be reckoned with, right? So today, good morning, Dan Bennett. How are you? Good to see you. All you guys that have been traveling. Good to see you. Dangerous people don't fold under pressure. Okay. Dan's figured out that if he comes in at 8:08, he just catches the content, doesn't have to hear all my BS. Shoot. Yeah. Dangerous people don't fold under pressure. Pressure doesn't create character. Pressure reveals it. When things get tight, when things get, when the pucker factor goes up, what do? Do you fold your tent? Everybody talks tough when life's easy, right? Oh, yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that, right? Everybody has confidence when things are working, right? Everybody looks like a genius when things are going well. Wow, he must be super, super capable business person. His business is going great. Well, the truth might be that he just has he's inundated with leads and he can't, no matter how hard he tries, he can't lose a job, right? Everybody has motivation when momentum is high. It's easy to keep that ball rolling, right? But get a little pressure, get a little headwind, right? A little uphill. Everything changes. Everything changes. And then pressure reveals emotional instability. That's where the discipline shows up. The weak discipline shows up. Poor leadership, right? lack of preparation, fragile confidence. Oh no, everything's bad now. Everything's bad now. This sucks. I don't know how we got where we got, right? And then some unresolved character issues, right? Because if you can't go at it and stay true to your standards and your discipline and all that stuff when things get tough, you aren't there yet. Okay. So dangerous people don't fold under pressure. Not because they never feel stress. They definitely feel the stress, but it's because they've built themselves strong enough to carry it. They're ready for it. They know it's coming, right? It was like when I finally decided in the contracting business that fixing problems was just going to be part of my day, right? Instead of just having to peel myself off the ceiling every time the phone rang. What are we doing here? What if I just showed up and was like, you know, my job is to fix stuff, to solve problems. So then when a problem comes in, I'm like, all right, yeah, what do you got? Bring it on. So Mark says Michelle and I are both going. By the way, all your deck post sleeves are here. Awesome. Thank you. Turns out, Mark, I think we're going to use them. I have 2 decks to do on the front, and I think we're going to put them on the front of the house. So thanks to you, we'll be looking well sleeved out there. I think that's going to be great. So we got to figure out a way to get those from Haverhill to Sherman. So maybe we can create an excuse for you guys to come all the way up here. All right. Yeah. So day 7 today of our 10-day series to become dangerous. All right. So today we're talking about pressure because it's unavoidable at times, right? Business pressure, financial pressure, leadership pressure, just life pressure, right? The question isn't whether it's coming or not. It's, who do you become when it arrives? Like, who are you when I always say this, when the proverbial shit hits the fan, right? Who are you? What happens? Do you have to be peeled off the ceiling? Or do you take a step back and go, all right, let's take a knee, let's breathe, let's figure it out? I remember talking to Phil Kornichuk, and he's about Silver Star awardee, and he knows about taking a knee and collecting himself and being in the shit, so to speak, and on a high level. And that's one of the things I got from speaking to him is like, no matter how hard it gets, you can always just take a breath, right? So, and fall back to your level of training and conditioning, right? That's what you want to do under pressure. When the stress hits, people don't magically rise, okay? They default to their habits and systems and emotional conditioning and mindset and prep, all of that, all right? Financial pressure reveals money habits. Business pressure reveals systems. Relationship pressure reveals communication. Leadership pressure reveals emotional maturity, okay? And then the physical pressure just reveals discipline, all right? Pressure exposes what's already there. It's not like, oh, I never knew that was there, okay? Pressure is an amplifier. It makes the weaknesses louder. That's when it shows up, okay? Let's talk about panic for a minute. Most people panic because they never built stability. They don't know. They don't recognize that the pressure's coming. And then the chaos exposes weak foundations, all right? Everything's crumbling around them, so to speak. A lot of people look strong, right? Until life punches them in the mouth. Who has it said that? Mike Tyson, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face, right? Right? Exactly. Routines disappear. Discipline and leadership disappear. Emotional control disappears. They're running way high. And the standards go out the window. Why? Why is that? Is because their identity was built on comfort, right? They're all that in a bag of chips when things are great. They look awesome, right? Get them into some adversity, right? And see if there's wrinkles in their shirt that day, right? their hair standing on end, right? Not resilience, guys. It's they weren't built on resilience, built on comfort. And in the contracting world, in the business world, entrepreneurship world, this stuff happens constantly by way of like slow sales months. I've talked to a lot of you guys lately, and everybody's like, sales are down, leads are down. Well, guess what? Gas prices are up. Okay, so we've got to be extra vigilant about doing the little things that move the needle, right? employee issues, right? All of these things can cause stress, cash flow problems, client conflict, project setbacks, things that you didn't intend to, building a deck when you thought you were going to salvage one, right? Something like that. And just like economic uncertainty. Right now, there's a lot of economic uncertainty. So it's going to expose weak systems and emotional leadership and poor communication and lack of prep for this day, right? That's coming. So you don't truly know your standards until they become inconvenient, right? You don't truly know your standards until they become inconvenient. When you have to work at it, when it takes a little bit of doing, okay? And being calm under pressure is kind of a superpower, is it not? I would rather be around a leader who remains grounded during chaos, wouldn't you? Like when the pressure hits and everybody turns and looks at the leader, right? What are we going to do? Pressure hits. So, Mark, what are we doing? What do you want us to do? What's next? You're the leader. You're the owner. What do we do? Your team watches your tone, your reactions, your confidence, your composure, your decision making, all of it. Okay. If the leader just ends up spiraling emotionally, everyone's going to feel unsafe. Nobody's going to know what to do. The calm creates certainty, and certainty creates stability. And here we go, right? Now we're leading. The strongest leader in the room is usually not the loudest. It's not the person with the most to say, the most emotional, or the most dramatic. It's the person who can stay composed while solving problems, even when it looks grim, okay? The panic spreads fast. So does calm leadership. Well, Bob's not losing his shit, so maybe we shouldn't. Bob said, well, we're going to figure it out. So I guess we're going to figure it out. And I'll become part of the solution, not part of the problem, okay? We have to be resilient, because resilient is built through repetition, right? Resilience is trained. We go through it. We deal with adversity. We continue to grow. People think mentally tough people are born different. Well, Bob did a bunch of Ironmans, so he must have been born that way. Nope. Simply survived enough pressure while continuing to move forward. That's all. Just continue to subject myself to hard things. Hey, it's 36 degrees out in northern Maine today, Dave. Let's get on our bikes and do our ride. Well, feet are going to be cold. Good. Here's a pair of wool socks. Pull them over your bike shoes and let's go. Subjecting myself to hard things. And then that just becomes an arrow in the quiver, right? Maybe it's early mornings for you. Maybe it's difficult workouts or setbacks, or like Mark, maybe you don't feel like journaling today, but you do it anyway. Maybe it's rejection or loss or hard seasons, failure, uncertainty, not having it all figured out. Every difficult season can either harden you, sharpen you, or destroy you. The response matters. Every time you survive pressure without quitting, you become harder to break. Makes me think of that thing. Be hard to kill, right? Yeah. Oftentimes pressure produces growth. That's where the money's made, so to speak, right? Many of life's greatest transformations happen under pressure. It forces clarity. You got to get super clear about what's going on. It exposes priorities. When there's pressure on, that list of priorities gets pretty short. It strengthens discipline, builds character, reveals capabilities. Right? Geez, didn't know you could do that. Well, I didn't know I could either. Had to. I've been in a couple of, like emergency situations where I just acted. Now I'm like, I didn't know I knew how to do that. Yep, but I did it. Had to be done. The comfort makes people fragile. Pressure makes people stronger. I've had, business transitions, closed businesses, difficult seasons, 507 days of live 365, selling a condo, moving, coming up here, don't know where we're going to land. Self-inflicted adversity, right? Just uncertainty, rebuilding, and then growth through adversity. You think this is easy? Like after this, we have to drive over to the house and work our ass off all day. Not complaining one bit, but we're willing to put ourselves in a hard spot to come out the other end in a better spot. That's what we're doing. Like it's a hard season of life, right? It's got a great view while we do it, right? Yeah. Some of the strongest seasons of my life were also some of the hardest. You know, you just get through it. Ask yourself this: Do I have a choice? Like, we're on the right side of the grass. Like, who's got it better than us? Be dangerous, right? Dangerous people keep moving forward. I'm dangerous. I always say, world domination, baby. Yeah, am I going to dominate the world? No, but that's the mindset. Pressure may slow you down, but it doesn't stop you. Okay. Dangerous people adapt, adjust, regroup, breathe, learn, recover. Makes me think of that movie with Clint Eastwood, Heartbreak Ridge, I think it was. Improvise, adapt, overcome, right? He made those guys run every day if they didn't have the right color t-shirt on. Yeah, but adapt and adjust and continue moving. Learn from it. Don't collapse emotionally every time things get difficult. Pick up and go. Okay. Mental toughness isn't like pretending nothing hurts. I'll say to Wendy, I'm tired. Do that line from the Green Mile. I'm tired, boss. I'm just tired. Yeah. On the other side, a challenge is a much greater thing than the challenge itself, says Rachel. Yeah. Yeah. Mental toughness isn't acting emotionless, or becoming cold, stone-faced, nothing's bothering me. BS. It's just continuing to move forward despite difficulty. That's all. Okay. Strength is not the absence of struggle. Strength is refusing to surrender to it. There you go. Yeah. Like I said, I've had difficult seasons. I've had pressure in business where, hey, I'm going to make payroll, or you guys have the same pressures, right? And, guys, have, fatherhood, mom, ladies, motherhood, right? Just uncertainty in life, right? Moments where, we've all had moments where quitting would be easier, right? Screw this. I'm out. I'm done, right? But you could be 3 feet from gold. Don't do that. Continue to show up anyway. Just continue to show up anyway. And guys, if you continue to show up and you work through the adversity, you're going to become more dangerous, right? You get one trip around this track. Make the most of it. My brother has the man in the arena quote on the wall over here. I bought that for him for Christmas one year, and he hung it right up here at his place. So I get to see that every day. A Teddy Roosevelt quote. So, yeah, I mean, think about it. With Live 365, I've had mornings where the pressure was high, whether I was traveling or just had other stuff on my mind, or hey, the day that we had to, we did Jimmy's eulogy, or days where it was just hard to show up and do this. Showing up was difficult. Did it anyway, because the pressure reveals identity. And I wanted to be the kind of guy who keeps moving forward regardless, because people are watching. People are watching. People watching you. Your kids are watching. Your family's watching. People depend on me. I want to be a person that can handle pressure because my daughter's watching, right? Pressure changes when people depend on you, right? When you're leading a family or a business or a team, then quitting becomes more expensive, doesn't it? Yeah, we don't want to quit. So, and I know some of you guys are in a season of pressure right now, because we don't always share everything, right? We don't always share everything. But I know you're in that season, and I know it's uncomfortable. But has it occurred to you that this season may actually be building the strongest version of you? That in a year you might look back and go, you know what? I went through that, and it built me. It strengthened me. So don't waste it. Don't waste the pressure. Learn from it. And I would always say, like, when we did something really crappy, or something went sideways, or something didn't work out, or maybe we pissed off a customer or something, let's learn from it. Let's make it pay. Let's make it pay, because we had to pay for it, right? Make it pay by learning something from it. All right? Pressure doesn't create character, guys. It reveals it. Simple as that. Dangerous people do not fold under pressure, because they've built themselves to carry it. And honestly, guys, this is why I built the Edge Live. One of the benefits you'll get inside our Edge Live community is that when the pressure hits, you need accountability, perspective, leadership. All right? And you need people who refuse to let you isolate and spiral. I've been guilty of that at times when things get tough, just kind of disengage. Right? We don't want that. We're building a place where you can come. That Cheers thing is going through where everybody knows your name. No, you can come in there and you can bring your stuff, and we'll help you work on it. Okay, it's called the Edge Live. It's not this. Okay, this is not Edge Live. This is Live 365. If you want to go deeper, and you want to have 3 full 1-hour Zoom calls per month, one focused on business strategies, one focused on personal development tactics, and one is office hours, where we plunk you down on a stool and say, okay, what's going on? You're on the hot seat. What's happening? What do you got? What is the biggest constraint in your business? And let's figure it out. And guys like Mark Bunker will weigh in. Guys like Bubba Hogan will weigh in. Jess Novak might pipe up and say, I've been through that. Here's what helped me. And when everybody else asks you questions and offer insight, I'll come in at the end and hopefully tie it all together. And you'll leave with a few strategies and a few action items to take and report back to the group inside the community, the online platform. If that sounds like something that might be up your alley, for the affordable price of $249 a month, let me know. Wendy will probably put the link in. I'm not sure if she's doing links or not. We'll get the link in either right now or right after. And you can check it out. Okay. I challenge you to stay for a month and put $249 towards something that's going to help you versus something that makes you feel good. Go through your bank statement. Go, where have I wasted $249 this month? I challenge you to do that. Okay. And then hit sign up. So we're playing the long game here. We're building a great community. Okay. We're building a community where people say, what? I might cut expenses on this, and this, but I'm not leaving this. We're going to stay here. Okay. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it today. Pop a fist bump in the chat if this helped you. If you're watching it on the rewind, just type in there replay or something, and share this out. The biggest thank you I get is somebody just sharing it. All right. I do this. Of course, I do this to help me work on my own chops, so to speak, to build my brand. I do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I lead with wanting to help people. And this is that every day. But this doesn't make the cash register ring specifically. So we want to try to make sure we can continue doing it. Join the group. Tim's in there. Yeah. Tim loves it. Tim, do you like the Edge Live? Jess, do you like Edge Live? Yeah, they do. I know they do. I appreciate you guys. We have our call coming up on Tuesday. Okay, that's going to be our personal development call. Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. All right, so it's a great time to join. Today's an awesome time to do it. You have time. Get it set up and join us. If you decide you'd like to have a conversation about working with me one-on-one, we can talk about what that looks like. Edge Live comes with that. All right, so you don't have to join both. So anyway, enough of the business end of things. I appreciate you guys. I enjoy doing this. 507 days deep now, I think. And I was just sitting here today going, what's the number? What is it, 1,000? I don't know. We're just gonna keep going. It's a standard now. We're just doing it. Okay. Thanks, Jess. Appreciate it. Love your videos. I love all your beach stuff. Walking on the beach and hanging out. The scenery's great. We got good scenery today. Maybe I'll post a picture of the mountain today. She's a good, clear day. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you. Have a blast today. Think about who needs more from you. All right, help somebody out. Get your week prepped, whether it's your food or your calendar. Get yourself time blocks so like I should be able to ask you this afternoon, where are you going to be on Thursday? And with few exceptions, you should be able to say roughly what your day looks like on Thursday. So I challenge you to do that. So anyway, guys, become more dangerous. Appreciate you. I love you all. Have a fantastic day. Talk to you tomorrow. Same time, same station. Later.